What's up guys, Perry from Rockville here, and today we're going to go over the wires, inputs, and controls for the RMW8A 8-inch powered subwoofer. So if we take a look at the side of the subwoofer, you'll see the port where we can plug in the wire harness to power the sub, and to do that you're just going to take this end here, line it up to the port, and plug it in just like this. It will only go in one way smoothly, so if you're having trouble plugging it in, just make sure to have it on the right side. Now the wires coming out of the harness are the red power wire, the black ground wire, and the blue remote wire. So you're going to run the power wire to a lead that runs to the positive terminal of the battery inside of your vehicle. After that, you can take the black ground wire and run that to a lead that goes to the metal chassis of your vehicle or another ground point inside of your vehicle. And then you can take the blue remote wire and run that to a lead that will go to the ignition or accessory switch in your vehicle, or you can run it to the remote out of your head unit if your head unit has it. If you still need help running the power, ground, and remote lines to your vehicle, we have a step-by-step video on how to install an amplifier to your vehicle, so feel free to check that out also. Now you'll also notice the status LED on the bottom here. This will be lit up blue as the amplifier is receiving power and signal, and it will flash red if it's ever clipping, distorting, or if the amplifier is going into protect mode. And if you find that the amplifier is going into protect mode often, we also have a video on how to fix that. Underneath the power harness, we have the fuse for the subwoofer. We also provide an extra fuse in case you need to replace the old one, and all you're gonna do for that is take out the old one and plug the new one back in. You can also use a set of pliers if you're having trouble taking out the fuse. Next, we have the electronic bass control port where we can plug in the bass remote knob to control the volume of the sub from the front of our vehicle. To set that up, you're just going to take one end of the included bass remote wire and plug it into the port like this. Then you're going to plug the other end into the port on the back of your bass remote knob. You'll also notice that there's two screws in the same bag where the extra fuse is, and you're going to use these to screw the bass remote knob into the dash of your vehicle. From there, you're going to use the knob on the front of the remote to control the volume for the sub. Next, we have the crossover knob where we can filter out the high frequencies, and this ranges from 30 Hz to 500 Hz. So for example, if I set it to 250 Hz, it will only play the frequency range of 250 Hz and below, and nothing above. This allows you to really target the low-end frequencies that you want to hear. Next, we have the gain knob to set the overall gain for the subwoofer, and we actually recommend setting this to about 75 or 80%, especially if you're going to be making adjustments on your bass remote knob. And lastly, we have the left and right RCA inputs to connect the subwoofer to your head unit. So hopefully this helped explain all of the wires, inputs, and controls for the RMW8A 8-inch powered subwoofer. But of course, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to our customer support team through phone or email. As always, I'm Perry from Rockville, and we'll see you guys next time.